Hey everyone, I'm Cory, Medical Exercise Director for CoreLife. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Today we're going to use or talk about the Physioball, yoga ball, whatever you want to call it. It's just this guy right here. I know that when I'm working with patients, one of my kind of later down the road conversations would be about home exercise and getting some exercise in outside of the physical sessions that me and the patient would have. And it was always funny how this would pop up because it seems like everybody to some degree had this, whether it was lost in the garage somewhere, just not blown up in a closet. Everyone seemed to have this, but didn't know what to do with it. And that is exactly kind of where this video stemmed from. I was just having a conversation with a patient the other day that was talking about having this, but was looking to get rid of it because they didn't know what to do with it. So I wanted to do like 4 or 5 exercises right off the bat that you can do kind of in a small area in your home that uses this, and it's mobility based, strength based, so you can get a lot out of it. And that's why I wanted to do this video. So I'm gonna scoot back there, start off with these 4, these 5, and I'll just explain each one as I go. So the first of which is going to be a lower back mobility exercise. So you're just gonna sit in a chair here, and I'm gonna take this ball and go in these different directions, left, right, center. And I'm just gonna roll with it, no pun intended, for anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. I don't like to put a limit on these types of exercises because if I'm still feeling good and I'm still benefiting from the exercise, I don't necessarily want to cut myself short. So I just keep going, slowly lengthening, maybe a little more each time. Feels really good in the low back. And I can rest my upper body a little bit on the ball as I go further out there. So it's definitely a keeper in terms of low back mobility exercises. So, we'll call it right there. It's about 30 seconds or so. And then the next handful are actually going to be me lying down. So I'll scoot this a smidge back. You should be able to see me. But when I'm laying down, the idea for these next few exercises is that I put my foot on the ball, both feet on the ball, and then I can do some rotation, I can do some lifting, I can do a lot of exercises in that position. So we'll get down here and I'll go over those exercises. The first of which is just going to be a glute bridge with the ball. So what that is I'm laying flat, I'm going to get my feet on the ball here, and then I'm just going to lift my hips. And you can even see that as I lift, the ball wants to roll and take me in a couple directions. So it's definitely a good core exercise to do this, because not only am I getting the glute bridge aspect, which is going to work my hamstrings and my glutes, but my core to control and limit the rotation from the ball. So that's going to be the first one on the ground right there, is a glute bridge. The second of which is just going to be a light hamstring curl. So all that is just this guy right here. Just rolling in, rolling out. That easy. It's a very simple exercise. It feels great on my legs. In order for me to roll the ball in, I have to be using some muscle. So I'm getting my hamstrings involved. And once again, with these types of exercises, you can put a rep count on it. You can do anywhere from 15 to 30, or you can just count seconds, whatever works best for you and is kind of most comfortable. But the third exercise is the combination of the two. And what that's going to look like is it's a glute bridge, but I'm going to curl in at the top of the motion. So what that'll look like is here's my glute bridge, curl in while my butt is still in the air, and then I curl out and I rest. Come right back, curl in, push out, relax. And you can take that obviously a little step further by getting a little higher, and you can just continue to rep them out while your butt's in the air, or you can come to a rest each time. So a couple different options, but that one was definitely a combo of the glute bridge and the hamstring curl. And then the last one I wanted to show is just another good lower back mobility, and that is going to be where I actually bring the ball in to kind of the backs of my knees. I'm going to lay flat here, and I'm just going to rotate side to side. Some lower trunk rotation. I do get a little core with this, but it actually just feels really good on my back. I'm supported by the ball, so I'm not engaged too much to the point where this is a huge core burner and I'm just not able to stay in the position for a long time. I'm very much supported by the ball, and then this is just going to allow a little bit of rotation, good low back movement, there's a little bit of oblique. So all in all, just a pretty good exercise for my core and lower body. And there you have it, guys. So we have the rolling exercise that I was sitting for. Then you have the couple that were laying down where you have the glute bridge, the hamstring curl, the combination, which is a little more complex because now you're bringing in two movement patterns and two exercises and compounding them into one. So you have that guy. And then you have the exercise that's very similar to the one where you're seated and rolling out, except instead you're laying down this time around and you're throwing your legs on top of the ball and you're getting that rotation that way. So 4 to 5 exercises, depending on how you look at it, all dealing with this guy right here, which many of us might have at home. All right, guys, leave some comments. Let us know how you feel. Let us know if you want more exercises that deal with this particular piece of equipment or others, and we'll be sure to get that to you. Take it easy.